Once again, it's been a while, but today we are back on the what if train. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Rookie Revolution, and today we are back with the long-awaited What Ifs Part 7. If you are new to this series, the way it works is I talk about a hypothetical situation, like what if Bananas split the money with Sarah? Would Sarah still be on the show? Would Bananas have won again sooner? So I discuss them, giving my thoughts and everything. I'm really excited to start, so without further ado, let's begin. Now, the first what if I have is a huge one, and it completely changes how the season would play out. It is what if there were no mercenaries on Final Reckoning. On Final Reckoning, there were two mercenary teams that came in later in the game to essentially take your spot by winning an elimination. It's a controversial twist, and it can be viewed as unfair.
You guys are not playing tonight. They are. But on this season, they're here to take your place. If they win, they're in.
Damn, TJ, damn.
We've essentially got a team from the outside coming in with nothing to lose and everything to gain.
I love it, man. Love your plot twist, Tej. Real fair.
I will be analyzing week by week, starting from when the mercenaries arrived to the end game. And remember, I cannot tell you for sure what would happen. This is all just my very educated guess. I'm also not focusing on drama like Cara Maria with Ashley and Kyle hooking up, since in the end, it won't affect the performance and it won't affect the end results.
You just body slammed them.
The first change starts with episode 7 when Cam and Kaylee won the Dig Deep challenge. And this is the week that Cam does the whole burn vote strategy in which Angela and Faith get voted in from. And since Jose and Devon were the only other ones who voted for Angela and Faith that weren't immune, they automatically go in and the game is no slack. And Angela and Faith were absolutely killing this elimination. Even with Faith breaking a nail, I think that she would have more time to recollect herself against Jose and Devon, so I foresee them winning. But in the end, it won't really matter, and you'll soon see why.
Me and Faith are about to win this thing. I am punching through these walls like they're nothing. This game was meant for me.
After that, the next daily was Don't Push Me Around, which was just a team game of rugby. Now, the team split down the middle, so with Ashley and Hunter not there, we just replace them with Angela and Faith and get rid of Jose and Devon. Shane still throws the challenge, letting the orange team easily win with Zach and Amanda still becoming the power team. So for the votes, here were the original results. Devon and Jose were voted in, but now that they are in the redemption house, and if we get rid of Ashley and Hunter's vote and give Faith and Angela a vote, I foresee Cam and Kaylee getting voted in because honestly, there are two major sides to the house, and without the scapegoats of Devon and Jose, Cam and Kaylee are easily the least connected. Now, Cam and Kaylee can pick from Bananas and Tony or Angela and Faith in Think Tank, and I can see Cam wanting to go for the ballsy move and taking a shot at Bananas, but remember, Kaylee and Bananas are somewhat connected, and I think Cam and Kaylee would view Angela and Faith as followers, and the reason they were even voted in, so I really see them picking Angela and Faith. Think Tank is a hard-ass elimination. Like, it was seriously brutal.
They're pretty much getting to the point of hypothermia tonight. They've been going back and forth, up and down, and God, I'm really starting to feel for these girls. This is one of the toughest eliminations I think I've ever seen.
So with Angela's temper, and we still really have no clue on Faith's competitive ability, I see this as an easy victory for Cam and Kaylee, which means Angela and Faith go home, and the redemption house as of now is the exact same, just in a different elimination order.
You, Cam, and Kaylee.
Kaylee, you might have gotten your way this time, but I am coming for you. I will get back in this house, and the first thing I'm doing is coming straight for your necks.
So the next thing that we have to do is determine the Redemption House matchup, and since the Redemption House didn't change at all, Jose and Devon still get the double cross and pick Natalie and Polly. The outcome is still the exact same with Jose and Devon coming back to the game and Natalie and Polly going back to Redemption. Redemption this season sucked.
Jose and Devon are absolute cockroaches. I feel like I got a big ass can of Raid and I've been spraying them with it for the last however many weeks and they still won't go away.
The next daily is called Dunking for Dinner, which was actually a purge, and whoever came in last automatically goes to Redemption. Ashley and Hunter originally won this daily, but without them here, I have to give it to whoever was in second place. And that would be either Zach and Amanda or Bananas and Tony.
3 teams got 11 plates. Ashley and Hunter, Zach and Amanda, Bananas and Tony. Woo!
Despite Bananas and Tony being ahead the whole time, Zach and Amanda got one more plate and win. But by the way, this isn't a power vote or anything. They just get an advantage on the next daily. Cam and Kaylee also go straight to redemption, so nothing changes again. Now, I'm just gonna skim through the next week because, again, absolutely nothing changes. Amanda and Zach did get an advantage on the next daily, but Amanda still hilariously throws it, making Bananas and Tony win.
If I would rather jump off a cliff than be Zach's partner, that has to tell you something.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me.
The votes are the exact same, and it ends up being Shane and Nelson versus Brad and Kyle, with Shane and Nelson winning and Brad and Kyle going to redemption. Now, this week is somewhat interesting as the daily was won again by Zach and Amanda, and originally, with the numbers so dwindled, the teams actually started to take shots at Bananas. So in real life, the votes were tied between Ashley and Hunter, who in this version aren't here, and Bananas and Tony, causing Zach and Amanda to have a major fight and Zach volunteered them, which caused Zach and Amanda to go home. Now, because there are lower numbers now, whoever gets voted in comes down to Jose and Devon, and they either vote for Joss and Sylvia, or they burn and vote for Nelson and Shane. I think either way they are getting picked to go down though, so I think the way they were looking at it is if they want to go against Shane and Nelson or Joss and Sylvia, but either way, Zach and Amanda do not go down in this timeline. Jose and Devon vote for Joss and Sylvia, causing Joss and Sylvia to go down. I really see at this point, seeing the janky eliminations, these teams don't pick Bananas and Tony even though the alliance really wanted them to, so I see Joss and Sylvia picking Jose and Devon for what they think is just an easy win. Now, this is the time Devin and Corey came in and faced both teams, but here they don't come in, and it really is Jose and Devon versus Joss and Sylvia. And also, with no mercenaries, this elimination's not potentially rigged. Honestly guys, Joss and Sylvia are clearly the favorites to win this elimination, and that's what ends up happening. Again, the redemption house is the exact same, just without Zach and Amanda. So this week was the hardest for me to do so far. Zach and Amanda are still there, and Devin and Corey aren't. I see Zach and Amanda doing super well in the particular daily, but I really think Bananas and Tony still pull it out, and we still have this iconic moment.
Tony and Bananas. Way to go, you guys. Jesus.
And this vote was also super difficult to think on as there were a lot of variables. First of all, Cara and Murray in theory are backed into a corner with Shane and Nelson, Joss and Sylvia, and Amanda against them. The biggest thing that caught my eye is Bananas and Tony's power vote, as they originally voted for Ashley and Hunter, but with them not there, the comparable team is Joss and Sylvia. And Bananas said no one would expect it.
The power vote should go to them. However, this team makes the most sense to throw the power vote towards because nobody sees us going their way.
So with them not telling anyone about their vote, it makes me think Cara and Marie do not vote the same way and they pick Shane and Nelson because they want to pick off a guy team, and Bananas and Tony have voted for them like every time. And in canon, Cara and Marie picked Nelson and Shane for their elimination. So now Amanda and Zach have the most powerful vote. If they can't make a decision, I can see them burning it on Joss and Sylvia as they don't know Bananas switched up his vote. But that in the end would make Joss and Sylvia go against them. This is a really confusing and the biggest hypothetical situation, and in the end I don't see Zach caring as much about Cara and Marie, and he just votes them in. And they still pick Shane and Nelson, and Cara and Marie again lose and go into the next redemption double cross. Whew.
He yelled my name, he got to the box, he put his key in, I put my key in, and it felt amazing to go through those holes and ring that there.
Because we like holes.
I know it's annoying that nothing is changing, but again, the redemption goes the exact same way, with the matchups being Kyle and Brad versus Paulie and Natalie, and Cam and Kaylee versus Cara and Marie, leaving Jose and Devon to go straight home. Again, Paulie and Natalie and Cara and Marie win, entering back into the house, while Kyle and Brad and Kaylee and Cam go back to redemption. Boring situation, but what isn't boring is that whole pasta fight doesn't happen, with Devin and Corey not here, which takes away a lot of drama but doesn't have many resounding effects. We had trivia next with Paulie and Natalie originally winning, but let's be real, the team that would have no one targeting them is Zach and Amanda. And Zach always seems to win trivia, so Zach and Amanda win. And the votes end up being a three-way tie between Paulie and Natalie, Joss and Sylvia, and Bananas and Tony. And again, Zach and Amanda compromise, and it's Paulie and Natalie that break the tie, in which Paulie and Natalie can pick anyone, so they pick Joss and Sylvia, who originally won this elimination. And this was a high-pressure elimination elimination, which is Natalie's weakness, leading to her and Pauly once again going back to redemption. Then we have another purge, which Pauly and Natalie originally won, but they aren't here, and this is a type of daily that Bananas excels at. So either way though, this daily has no importance for the winner whatsoever. The only thing that matters is the loser, and Shane and Nelson still lose and go to redemption. So again, it's the exact same results, and I'm even getting annoyed at this what if. So then we have the final redemption that everyone competes in, and it's Kyle and Brad versus Cam and Kaylee, which Cam and Kaylee win, and Pauly and Natalie versus Shane and Nelson, which originally was a physical elimination, but since there's a guy-girl team, I'm just giving them the same math elimination, and this seems to be where Pauly and Natalie excel, and Nelson would be a big detriment. So Pauly and Natalie win their way back into the house again, and we go straight to another frickin' purge, where Kaylee and Cam go home again, and Joss and Sylvia win. Here is the actual final 5 while we head into our final cycle before the final. So the final daily is once again trivia, which Joss and Sylvia won. Now, I know I said Zach and Amanda will always win trivia, but with the advantage Joss and Sylvia won for the last purge, which they actually get in this timeline, I think it's more likely that they pull out the trivia and final daily win again. The votes also don't change much, with Bananas and Tony finally getting voted in again, and they pick Pauly and Natalie in the iconic milk and cookies elimination. And this is exactly how it was in real life. A grueling elimination that last 6 hours, with Pauly and Natalie winning and Bananas and Tony leaving right before the final. So now we have our final, which is the exact same, but instead of Ashley and Hunter, we have Zach and Amanda. I was gonna look at this final leg by leg, but honestly, if you think about it, what would really change? I see Zach and Amanda easily winning this final, and it comes down to who gets more individual points, which is a toss-up, but either way, Zach and Amanda steal the money from each other. And I think it will be arguably even more iconic than when Ashley did it, because these two hate each other even more and are arguably more ruthless. So the only team that really got screwed with the mercenaries coming in is Zach and Amanda. When partners are on different sides and alliances of the house, and one side gets more allies shipped in, it just makes it impossible to compromise with the vote. So they were destined to implode, but Zach and Amanda in this timeline win 6 dailies and just dominate. They were never in any real danger.
I wish Amanda wasn't my partner in this game.
We're partners. Get that through your
I
head.
don't like you.
And I don't like you.
Good. You're the one who told a girl that she wanted her horse to die. Shut your stupid mouth. Shut up.
Really,
Laugh in
I know,
her
I'm
face.
stupid.
The problem with Amanda is she's so evil that she doesn't regret saying these things.
Is she not the most horrible human being on this planet? You need to get your poor girlfriend inside.
I hope Amanda is seen for the idiot that she is. I am literally stuck with a physical and a mental, and I am so frustrated.
Anything you're looking forward to?
I don't have to see him anymore or deal with him anymore.
Perfect.
So yeah, without mercenaries, the only thing that changes is Zach and Amanda become the champions of Final Reckoning. And here is the final chart with all the results. So I recorded this and I was doing it week by week as I was editing. So yeah, this what if was kind of a bust, and I apologize. It sounded cooler in theory, but I have one more in this video and it's an actual good one. And it is what if Landon does not leave the final guys meeting on Duel 2, leading to him getting voted in. You might be surprised on how much this really changes. Thank you to Benjamin Martinez for this what if. So it's the final 4 of the Duel 2, and the guys that made it there were by far the best players left. You have Mark, Evan, Brad, and Landon, who all worked really hard to be there. What happened is they were deliberating on who should go into the final male elimination, and Landon offered to go get a hat and paper so they could vote. But right when he left to get it, the guys just went ahead and agreed that since Landon isn't in the room, to vote him in. It was kind of sad, honestly.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what's fair.
There's a couple ways you can do it. You could do draw out of a hat. You can do performance-based. And those are the only 2 that I can really think of.
Be a closed ballot vote.
Yeah, you just throw the cowboy hat and you pull it out. Whoever has the most votes goes in. I'll get some paper in my hat.
When Landon leaves the room, Evan kind of looks at us and he goes, are we gonna do this? Like, are we gonna vote Landon in? And I'm gonna do it.
Yeah?
Let's vote it. What a gentleman you are, Landon. Thank you for getting the pens and paper. You were gone just long enough for us all to decide to throw you in the duel.
I think it's really that I get picked to go in there when I have the best record of performance here.
Landon then ended up picking Brad for the final elimination and ended up going home on a BS technicality type of thing. If Landon had never gotten the hat, I think this is how the votes would go. With no one saying anything, I think Mark would pull a classic Mark move and vote for himself. He's been on record doing this on Sexes 2 and allegedly did it on X's 1. The guys all had deals to split the money anyways, so I think it's easy to guess Mark voting for himself or volunteering. He would be throwing the elimination anyways, so anyone he picks stays. Mark likes giving other people opportunities, which means the final is Brad, Landon, and Evan, which might be the most stacked final in history. And the winner would for sure come down to the girls, because the final made you rely on whatever girl came first would be your partner. Landon I see being in the lead the whole time and getting Rachel as a partner, and since Brad was ahead of Evan, he gets Brittany while Evan gets Anissa. And with that, Evan lost the final. Whoever gets Anissa loses.
I bet you they'll get to the finish line before Brittany gets here. Mark, I feel terrible for you. You're gonna watch the sunset up here.
I mean, I could probably take a nap at this point.
Let's pretend we're going downhill.
We are going downhill.
It's the same sprint between Landon and Brad in the end, but Landon ends up winning how Evan did, with a chance of doing even better since Landon's endurance is pretty unmatched. So instead of Evan winning the Duel 2, he gets third, while Brad gets second again, and the only resounding effect I feel this has is Evan not being on the champions team on the Ruins. And honestly, Evan might have never been a champ at all if this scenario happened. It's pretty crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all the social medias, and links are in the description, and until next time, take care.
I'll put every dollar in my bank account that he will never say my name.
Oh, $2?